All right, Capricorn. I don't read for Capricorn enough, and I've been meaning to. I mean, I do like private readings, but I watch Capricorn readings, and I have a little touch of Capricorn in me. Don't we all? So I've decided to look it up, see how it goes. I have pre-shuffled these cards already, but all right, Capricorn. I am tuning into your energies and asking for the perfect messages for you, what you need to hear, what you need to know. And here we go. The moon. All right, well, this is the full moon, and that means, could you pick a better time to start with the moon card? You know, the moon is all about intuition and the star. Oh, wow. No wonder I felt called to do a reading for you guys. So, the moon. It's murky. It's dark. It's shadowy. In this card, we see someone, possibly a mermaid, possibly you, just underneath the surface of the water. And there are two dogs, or I'm going to call them wolves, howling at the moon. And you know the difference between dogs and wolves, you know. Dogs, they're very energetic, but wolves, well, let's just say wolves mate for life. So, which one are you? Anyway, crossed with the star. Star is all about healing and hope. It could be a dream of yours, something that's far-reaching you have to continually work for. Crowning, you have the Seven of Cups. This is a card of choices, confusion. The trick with the Seven of Cups is to choose what you want, one thing, and go with that path, follow the path, follow the star. There's a lot of things in these cups too. These cups particularly, I see a snake. One of them has bat wings. Let's see. One of them is a pot. There's ethers. One has a ladder. An escape. Which one are you going to choose? Well, you have to choose one, because if you have choices to make, and this is what's been crowning you, and you stay in a place of indecision or choose not to make a decision, those choices go away, and this mess right here turns into confusion. So, in the past, or the subconscious, we have the Ten of Swords. That can represent emotional pain, like the depths of the worst emotional pain. But the good thing about the Ten of Swords, most of us readers really like the Ten of Swords, is because once you feel this pain, it's over. Like, when you feel the pain of the Ten of Swords, there's no 11 of Swords. So I hope that whatever pain you've been rooted in is gone now, because this Knight of Pentacles is walking away. Was this your knight? He's a very slow-moving knight, and he is exiting. Well, I can see this confusion, pain. Knight of Pentacles. all of the stuff under the secrecy of the moon. The moon is where you hide things. Inner truth, sometimes you hide things from yourself. Crossed with the star, hope, faith, healing. You ended up in the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, man. It's a lot of overthinking. It's kind of an internal conflict. It doesn't get any better either. You got to really work with that. Well, in your self position, you have the Ace of Wands. That right there is a fiery start. It's a new beginning. It's a chance to create something on your own that is wonderful. In your community, you have the Six of Pentacles. That's a great card for community. It's reciprocal. It flows. There's like a balance to things in the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes it can represent nostalgia, feelings that we've had that resonate from the past, connections from the past. Now, this beautiful angel right here, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Wow, look at those wings. It's the card of Archangel Michael. This is also the card of alchemy. And Temperance is the most beneficial place to go and heal, but it's also the hardest. It's hopes and fears for you look like really understanding how long you've been healing, juggling, alchemizing. It like moves energy back and forth until it becomes something else. Well, the outcome of all of this is the Three of Swords. It seems like your reading is saying what's hidden under the moon is fear. And fear comes from pain. And confusion with deep emotional pain, betrayals. There's some stuff that happens in the Ten of Swords. It's harsh. I think avoiding dealing with it by putting it under the moon and healing and having hope, but still struggling with this, even though you have this new beginning, this new opportunity, you're still ending up with the heartbreak that you were trying to avoid. And it looks much worse. Perhaps over here, you were trying not to hurt somebody's feelings. And maybe you just took on the pain of keeping it inside and maybe making it your own burden. Maybe this Knight of Pentacles was coming into your life to tell you about this place right here. But you didn't listen. Maybe you had so much guilt or conflict over, I don't know, not just figuring things out in the light of day, and instead feeling drowning, like you're drowning, feeling confused, feeling lost. Well, the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. You see, with the outcome being heartbreak, emotional pain, you rise and you're victorious. It's like you finally just let yourself feel. All of that avoidance, it comes to a point where you just have to really Let it out. Let yourself feel it. Step right into it. If you do, right here, you could have the Two of Cups. I love this one. Look at the energy. So this Two of Cups, the hand, one of the hands, it looks like it's made of wood. It's like it's a union with nature. I think what you're being recognized for in the future is finding a really, really beautiful partnership that is aligned. Let's find out what's under this moon. All right. Oh, the World, huh? All right. Oh, never mind. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Different than the World. So, wow. The Wheel of Fortune is just that. It is your fortune. And it is moving. And it's really hard to move forward in the wheel when you're stuck in the Seven of Cups. Oh, indecision. Well, indecision is a decision of itself, and you hoped. You hoped. You dreamed of the star, and the star became the conflict. Star, here's the Page of Pentacles. You have some information coming in. It's really going to help you on your journey over here. What were you confused about? Oh boy, 10 of Cups. So one of your choices was that you could have emotional fulfillment, like big time, like the family, everything. What was causing you pain? The Queen of Wands. Well, hiding a Queen of Wands away, that's hard to do. Yeah, she's magical. She's young. She's hot. She has a temper. And she's not even looking at your future. She's blowing kisses over here at the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what this did. He's walking away from her too. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. This has to do with finances. You were doing some work, some hard work, and you were really hoping that these pentacles were going to turn into cups. Good luck with that. Well, what do we regret over? What's going on with this Five of Swords? Judgment. All right. Well, that is probably why you kept these things hidden under the moon. You were afraid. You were afraid to face judgment. And if you look at this Judgment card, once she owns her truth and gets through the fear of judgment, look at her soul dancing above her. The truth is freedom. And whether you look good or you look bad in the essence of the truth, it's always going to lead you to freedom. So, what's going on with your Ace of Wands? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This Queen. Right on. She is a wealthy woman. She is mature. She can be a bit discerning sometimes, but she's kind of fabulous. She's kind of the mini empress. So in your environment of the Six of Pentacles, which could be harmony. See how this infinity sign reciprocity. You are clarified with the devil. And the devil, when the devil is attached to the Six of Pentacles, it's usually attached to the past. It could be a soul connection that you ended up walking away from, or the memories that you have with this person, the nostalgia, it's kind of become a regret that has maybe been a bit obsessive, or even tempting to do things that aren't necessarily healthy. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and look at what else is in your environment, and you have a Queen of Cups. Oh, boy. Lean into her. She has intuition because she feels her emotions. She doesn't overthink things. She has all the feels, but most of all, she understands what she feels. So Temperance, what are we trying to balance here in our hopes and fears of Temperance? Well, the Three of Cups. It's a celebration. Could be a third party. Look at it. They look like sisters. The Three of Cups is, let's have some fun. But not too much fun. You know, it could lead to some of these elements back here, the devil, and maybe participating with some of your friends that aren't necessarily the healthiest. Oh, well, Temperance is also trying to balance the Page of Cups, which is emotional immaturity. He's kind of confused himself. His head's right here. His feet are up here. He's got a while to go. Sometimes a Page of Cups can be somebody that like maybe has a learning disability, or like came from a rough childhood and didn't really get the opportunity to mature emotionally. Page of Cups is not a bad guy. He just has a hard time delivering the right messages. I'm going to pull one more card just to take a peek at what happens to this partnership, the Two of Cups, after victory. What are we looking for? Oh, boy. Well, King of Swords. That's some boss energy right there. I was hoping you were going to get a king. And, you know, if you're going to get a king, you should have that king. Because he's just as powerful as the Emperor. But he's actually really different because of what he's not. See how his sword is by his side and he's surrounded by nature. This is telling me that this Two of Cups, you dealing with this heartbreak and you becoming victorious after all this confusion you put yourself through, you are going to find a partnership that is going to encourage you to reach your greatest potential. That right there is freedom. Thank you, Capricorn. If you like this video, you can like, subscribe, and I'm always available for personal readings. My email is in the comment section, the information section. So I'm going to start doing more readings for you. And I think there's a little lesson in here for you to learn. But don't be hard on yourself. This is a lesson we all need to learn.